Hello, good morning students. Now today in this video we will start our lesson number 2, structure of atom. And in this structure of atom, here the weightage for this chapter, if this weightage I am giving you for our final examination, and according to board the weightage of the lesson, it is of 8 marks. Okay, 8 marks is the weightage of lesson. Now this lesson is very important lesson, and here generally in this lesson this is our part of physical chemistry. As in our first lesson already I explained different main 3 branches of chemistry, and these 3 branches of chemistry are inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry and physical chemistry. So this lesson, structure of atom, is our part of physical chemistry. Now student, here in this lesson is very important. This is important in our physics also, this is important in our chemistry also. Now in the examination, here 1 mark questions are also possible, 2 mark questions are also possible, 3 mark is also possible, or complete any 5 mark question is also possible. Okay, so this lesson is very important. Now, and as in regarding our subject also, this structure of atom lesson is very important. Now in this lesson, first what we will study? Here, as we know, in our first lesson already we had studied the fine particles or nature of what is the nature of matter or the constituent particles of matter. This we have studied. Chemical combination already we have studied in our first lesson. Then this chemical combination is possible on the basis of different law. That also we have studied. Law of definite proportion, law of multiple proportion, all these we had studied, as well as different type of calculation, that is the calculation, concentration calculations. Okay, normality calculation, molarity calculation, here it is capital M, molarity calculation, formality calculation, all these units of concentration also we had studied. Okay, all these are important here in this lesson also. Okay, so now here, so till now Dalton's theory also we had studied. Okay, in that our first lesson, and according to that theory we got that mass, it means any substance is having a mass, a specific mass, and this mass is, it means made up of, or suppose if I will take any substance here, suppose I am taking the example of nitrogen. So this nitrogen is having a specific, sodium here. So this sodium is 1 mole of sodium, if I will write here. This mole also we had studied in first lesson. Okay, so the particle, this mass is made up of fine particles. Okay, either these particles are here, very simple example. Suppose this pen is also, I can consider this is the mass. This board, this is also a mass, having, because it is in a solid condition, so I can say having a definite shape and size. Okay, this pen, this is also having a definite shape and size, so this is also mass. So each and every mass, okay, so is made up of small particles, and these small particles are known as atom. Okay, this on the basis of Dalton's theory already we had studied. These particles are known as atom. Now generally here, but charge on this particle, now just now forget everything that we know regarding the electron, proton or neutron, because this is the starting how the atom is formed, or how any molecule is formed or compound is formed. This we are studying. Okay, so this is the just introduction. So this only just now we know the word atom. Now which type of particles are present, and according to Dalton's theory, this already we had studied, that this is our the first point of Dalton's theory, that atom is made up of indivisible particles. Our atom is indivisible. Okay, according to our first lesson, Dalton's theory. And second, it means indivisible, that we had studied. Okay, indivisible. And second one is it is identical, that also we have studied. Identical in nature. The meaning of identical, it means suppose if I am having sodium, if I am having hydrogen, if I am having oxygen. So all these are made up of atoms, but the atom of hydrogen showing similarities or characteristics in properties. Okay, there it means anywhere. If hydrogen present in NaOH, if hydrogen present in H2O, always the property of this hydrogen atom here also it remains same characteristic property. This is the meaning of the word identical. Okay, then in law of chemical combination also, already multiple proportion. Suppose this NaOH is formed, how NaOH is formed, this already we had studied. When a definite proportion, it means the ratio of in NaOH, the ratio of 1:1:1. Okay, this ratio, then only there is possibility of formation of sodium hydroxide. If I will write here H2O, when the combination of 2:1, then only formation of water molecule. So all these we are studying. So this we know, but this atom is afterwards, after the study of Dalton's atomic theory, again different scientists studied regarding the atoms as well as subatomic particles. Different studies are there. So on the basis of this, now this is our introduction completed here regarding the atom. Now next we will go towards atomic particles. Now subatomic particles. Here atom is made up of again fine particles. So how many particles are there, which particles are there, or which type of charge is there on these particles, their shape, their size, and weight. All these we have to study in this point. Subatomic particles. Now after the scientist, then for the study of this subatomic particle, different scientists gives different phenomena or done different experiments. Okay, so these particles, it means small particles consist or present in an atom, that is known as subatomic particles. Now for the study of subatomic particle, first the scientist Rutherford given the phenomenon, this here cathodic ray phenomenon. Now for this cathodic ray experiment, and before that Rutherford, first we will go towards the experiment of Faraday's phenomena, right? First for the discovery of electron, first the experiment here before Rutherford, first we will study the experiment of Faraday, done the experiment for presence of which type of different type of subatomic particles. Now for this subatomic particle, in here just I will give you the, in 1850s here scientist Faraday, this you have to remember student, scientist Faraday first studied or done the cathodic ray experiment. For this cathodic ray in this cathodic ray experiment, it is very easy. One discharge tube is taken. In this discharge tube, two and metal strips are there, and this metal strip, one strips act as a positive and negative, or cathode and anode. Cathode negatively charged, here this is positively charged. Now here this is the connection, it or and discharge tube is this. Okay, and in this discharge tube, with the help of vacuum is created, and here at low pressure and very high temperature voltage is passed. Okay, high voltage is passed, high voltage and pressure is low. low pressure. So what will happen after if this experiment is done by the scientist, then they observe here in this vacuum tube on passing the high voltage current, there is a minute particles are emitted. There is formation of different type of minute particles. So what will happen here, these minute particles, it means that time here this scientist observe these minute particles, and at the cathode this rays in form of a different rays. These particles shows the direction, it means goes from cathode to anode. Okay, flow of particle from cathode to anode. This is seen by the scientist. Now presence of these particles, afterwards student, in our book one second experiment, second diagram is given. So in that second diagram, what they have done here, at the end of this anode, here some fluorescent material is kept, okay, here, and when these particles here bombarded on this or scattered from cathode, particles are coming this side. So if one hole is done here at this side, and when from with the help of this hole they can study the presence of these negative particles, and which is emitted from at the anode cathode, okay, and this is cathode and goes towards the anode. So because cathode is negative, so then they consider that some type of negatively charged particles emitted from cathode on passing the electric current. So they have taken different conclusion with the help of this experiment. First conclusion, cathode, because particle start emitting, the particle started from cathode to anode. It means one conclusion they got, particles are negatively charged particles. Now in second point, if this particle shows photoelectric effect, because with the help of here fluorescence material is kept, one hole is done, it means this also they have studied, this particle shows photoelectric, it means they shows the effect on any type of fluorescent material, okay, it means they are reactive particles. This also observation is there. Now after this third observation they have taken, if this particle shows the in absence of, if I will remove this electric field or magnetic field, it means that time this particle shows in motion, और दिस पार्टिकल शोज और टुवर्ड्स स्ट्रेट लाइन. अगर यहाँ पर कोई भी मैं इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज भी नहीं करती हूँ, अराउंड दिस नो देर इज नो एब्सेंस ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, देन दिस पार्टिकल शोज और इन अ straight line, it means the path of the particle is a straight line path. Okay, it means all this conclusion shows that at cathode emission of negatively charged particle, and this negatively charged particle after this cathodic phenomenon they can given the name of these particles are electron. Okay, these negatively charged particles they can given the name of these charged particles, they have called electrons. So electrons are, so that time after this all this discovery, here the point taken in consideration, that conclusion is that in an atom the main constituent, after this Rutherford after this Faraday experiment, conclusion was there that in an atom here the constituent particle or the main constituent particle is electron. Okay, now what is the weight of electron or what is the mass of electron? This is also important, how we can calculate the weight of electron or mass of electron. So to calculate weight and mass of electron, they have given one equation. We know very well the Einstein equation is equal to mc square. So here student, now we will go towards the charge to mass ratio. What is the mass, what is the relation between mass of electron as well as charge on electron. Okay, this is known as charge to mass ratio of electron. Now here I will write charge to mass ratio of electron. Charge to mass ratio of electron. Here student, there is too much is written here. We have to just remember what is the charge to mass ratio of electron. For us it is this much is only important. Okay, so E is equal to ME, where E is the, here E is our magnitude of electron. Student, here what is the meaning of this magnitude? Okay, it means electron shows a specific type of motion. So this motion clockwise, anti-clockwise, or in parallel direction or straight line direction. So this is, so how this motion is there, or this magnitude we can calculate. Okay, so E upon ME, where M is the mass of electron. Student, this value is very important and you have to remember, because in our JEE or NEET examination you require the value, this value so many times for your calculation. 1.758820 into 10 raised power 11 coulombs per kg. Okay, this is the which ratio? This is not the weight of electron, this is E upon ME ratio, where E is the magnitude of electron and M is the mass of electron. Okay, now we have to calculate charge on electron. Okay, this is the first one. Now second one, this is also very important, charge on electron. Now S, charge on electron, but how much charge is there? Because to calculate the charge unit we have taken in consideration, that is coulomb. Okay, so how much coulomb or which type of, how much charge is there? For that also you have to remember only the value here E upon ME. So now ME, this we want to ME, that is the mass of electron. ME is equal to E upon again E upon ME. Here this E, 1 point, that is the value of electric charge. Here this value is taken, a value of electric charge, it is taken as value of electric charge is taken, ये आपको याद ही रखना पड़ेगा, 1.6022 into 10 raised power minus 19C upon में यहाँ क्या लिख सकती हूँ, 1.758820 into 10 raised power 11, and here also I will write coulomb per kg. Okay, after calculating this here, so what is the result is Thomson value for E upon MC ratio. Here the charge on electron, here it is, after calculating it is coming 9.1094 into 10 raised power minus 31 kg. You also check the answer, student. I am writing here. Okay, so here this is the value of ME, mass of electron. This is not the charge of electron, this is the charge on electron, that is negative charge. Okay, and this is the ME value, that is the Thomson value of E upon ME, mass of electron. Okay, this is mass, confused नहीं होना है student. Okay, now here next we will go towards, when we will, here in our textbook, charge on electron also. Now discovery of proton and neutron is on the basis of, here on the basis of Faraday experiment we got that negatively charged particles are present and this is considered as electron. Now mass of electron, mass ratio also, the value also we had calculate what is the mass of electron, last में आपको मैंने calculate करके बताई थी. Okay, now we will go towards the presence of proton or the discovery of proton and neutron. Same type of discovery for proton also, done same type of experiment, and this experiment is known as canal ray experiment. Okay, after the discovery of this electron, so some of the scientists done the canal ray experiment for discovery of proton. In this canal ray experiment, again in a discharge tube, okay, same type of experiment is there, that in a discharge tube is there, then here electrodes on passing the electric current. So that time what will happen, at the side of anode side, the rays are emitted or particles are emitted, and because this is from the anode side, so it was considered that these are the positively charged particle, and the direction of this positively charged particles towards anode to cathode. It means oppositely charged electrode, because these are the two electrodes, same type. This is discharge tube and all. In this way, complete voltmeter is here and it is studied. But what is the conclusion is taken here after the experiment? Same type of conclusion is here. Student, this is important because there are 4 points, maybe the question asked in 2 marks. Okay, because for unlike cathode rays, जैसे cathode ray में हुआ था कि it is shows the effect towards positive electrode, cathode में हमने ऐसे पढ़ा था. So here what will happen, this anode rays, unlike cathode rays, positively charged particle shows towards, or it means positive direction of this. Suppose this is positively charged particle and here it is negatively charged particle, so direction of, like cathode rays, this particle also shows the direction towards negative electrode. Okay, so therefore it means in a straight line direction. So this is also, if we can say here these are the just oppositely charged particle of electron. Okay, now second point here taken in a consideration, the charge and mass ratio of these particles. Here also जैसे यहाँ पे हमने निकाला था कि E upon me रेशो, मास रेशो, मास ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन कैलकुलेट किया था, तो यहाँ पर भी अगर हम चार्ज और मास का रेशो निकालेंगे. ओके, सो द चार्ज एंड मास रेशो ऑफ दिस पॉजिटिवली चार्ज पार्टिकल इज डिपेंड्स ऑन गैस. बराबर, कि हमने डिस्चार्ज ट्यूब में कौन सी गैस भरी है उसके नेचर पर इसका बिहेवियर डिपेंड करेगा, या इसकी वैल्यू चार्ज अपॉन मास अगर हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे, सो दिस डिपेंड्स ऑन नेचर ऑफ द गैस, और उसके हिसाब से यहाँ पर इसकी वैल्यू आएगी. ओके, उसके बाद में थर्ड कंक्लूजन इज कमिंग हियर, सम ऑफ द पॉजिटिवली चार्ज पार्टिकल्स carrying multiple fundamental unit of electrical. It means here charge particles are emitted, here charge particles, but some of the charge particles तो चार्ज थे लेकिन उनके ऊपर multiple fundamental electric charge is there. Multiple fundamental electric field or multiple fundamental electric charge, it means, you know student, some of the ions are bivalent ion, some of the, even in case of gas, here if I will write here oxygen, what we are considering, there is negative, but if I will take here hydrogen, it is H plus. Okay, it means multiple fundamental different charges are there. Okay, so this is possible. So therefore in case of proton we are considering that charge upon mass ratio depends on the material of this gas, whatever is taken here. Okay, उसके हिसाब से इसकी वैल्यू आएगी. Okay, now and then the fourth point is coming, the behavior of these particles. Again, if what is the behavior, it means magnetic property of this charged particle as well as in magnetic field or in electric field. Okay, so in magnetic or electric field these properties are just opposite, like just opposite from इलेक्ट्रॉन. अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन की इस डायरेक्शन में है तो प्रोटॉन की प्रॉपर्टीज इस डायरेक्शन में, जस्ट अपोजिट दे आर शोइंग. इट मीन्स देयरफॉर आफ्टर ऑल दिस द कंक्लूजन इज टेकन and the name is given for this charged particle. These charged particles are known as protons, and these protons are positively चार्ज्ड पार्टिकल. ओके, पहले हमने ये कंक्लूजन आया था कि इन एटम नेगेटिवली चार्ज पार्टिकल्स आर प्रेजेंट and they are known as electron. Positively charged particles are present, they are known as proton. Now student, one more possibility is there. Then again scientists studied some of the in this discharge tube only such type of when different experiment done, then scientists got that some of the neutral particles are also present. Okay, so and these neutral particles, here scientist Chadwick, here WICK, scientist Chadwick in 1932. Okay, scientist Chadwick again डिस्चार्ज ट्यूब तो है, यहाँ पे पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव चार्ज पार्टिकल है, एक तरफ पॉजिटिव है एक तरफ नेगेटिव है, बट देन ऑल्सो सम ऑफ द न्यूट्रल पार्टिकल्स आर ऑल्सो प्रेजेंट. ओके, कि कुछ न्यूट्रल पार्टिकल भी प्रेजेंट थे. सो दिस न्यूट्रल पार्टिकल्स name is given by this scientist or the discovery of this neutral particle done by the scientist Chadwick, and name is given neutron. Okay, so in this way in the neutrons number of particles are there. So here so conclusion is that in structure in this, here we can say atom is made up of, just now we know only 3, so different subatomic particles. These subatomic particles are electron, proton positively charged and neutron negatively charged. Okay, and the mass of electron, proton, neutron, each and every whatever after again it is calculated, discovery by different scientists as well as different experiment. In next video we will proceed. बंद करना.